Heather, are you there?
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, Mr. Calabot can sign off, right?
Yep.
Yep. Thank you. I
Have a great day.
You too. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
Okay, I'll bring it in, Heather, as soon as they open the doors.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. See you guys. Okay.
Yep. Bye.
Bye, Heather. Bye.
Yeah, please adjourn to 7:18. Yeah, 9:10. Hang on for a second. Let me see what. Yeah, cool. I do need your autograph. So is your client here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They might want us to go on.
Okay, go and get them or wait?
This way.
Okay.
He wants one record on this.
Okay.
So get your client, and then we use the Bullock.
Little cool in here today.
But look at my email, Alpha, a minute ago, it was not there. Okay.
You got a note with some dates. Johnny Bullock. Do you have an attorney, sir?
No.
Are you?
No, I was.
Okay, you don't want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
No, he talked to the prosecutor.
Okay. Okay, come on up. Okay. I just want to make sure you know that there's an attorney here to talk to if you want one.
Yeah.
Come on up.
If I have any questions, can I talk to him for a second?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I've got a number of files here. Let's see what we've got. All right, I got 4 different files, all the same charge, retail fraud. So it looks like you're going to plead guilty to 1 charge. 3 charges will be dismissed. On the 1 charge that you're pleading guilty to, the prosecutor's asking me to take a delayed sentence, and there's restitution of $123.79.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did you go over your rights? You understand those rights?
I do.
All right. You understand the options those rights give you?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand the possible penalty for this charge is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines, plus court costs.
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this 1 charge freely and voluntarily today?
I do.
I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just take the plea on 94 and we'll dismiss the rest. Okay. All right. On April 9, 2024, were you at a store in Van Buren Township?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ma'am?
I'm sorry. I don't
okay.
personally remember exactly the dates,
Okay.
but I know that I did what I did.
Okay. What store were you at?
Oh, Walmart.
Walmart. And when you were at Walmart on that date, did you try to take some merchandise without paying for it?
I did. I switched the tags.
Okay. So you had a $2 item and you had a $5 item. You put the $2 item on the $5 tag or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What was the item?
It was, I'm obsessive compulsive. It was, toy cars, which sounds
Okay.
ridiculous.
Okay. All right. All 4 of these incidents were cars?
They were just collectible toy cars.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I can accept your plea to the April 9 charge. I'll dismiss the other charges in keeping with your agreement with the prosecutor's office. Have you got anything on your record now? Any criminal convictions?
No.
Okay. Are you working?
I don't work because I'm on Social Security.
Okay.
I have extreme OCD and anxiety, and I have Asperger's.
Okay.
So
okay.
yes, I don't work at the moment.
Okay. Are you treating with anybody?
I am. I have. I'm with Dr. Nowak.
Okay.
I see her. But I am getting I'm seeking regular counseling because of this.
Okay. Okay. So is Dr. Nowak just your regular doctor? You don't see her on a regular basis?
I see her like every once a month or every 2 months.
Is she a psychiatrist?
She's a psychiatrist.
Okay.
That prescribes me medication.
Okay.
Like
okay. But you're not seeing her for counseling?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do want to get a counselor.
Okay. All right. Have you talked to your doctor about the counseling?
I have.
So I'm assuming she's going to give you some recommendations.
Yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm going to have one very soon.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you currently on a payment plan with us, Mr. Bullock,
I am.
for some traffic stuff?
For traffic.
Okay. Are you current with that payment plan?
Yes, it's $50 a month, and I pay on the 4th, I believe. So
You can afford it?
No, I can. It's I pay on the 4th.
Okay, but you're keeping up with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So who's that lady back there that wants to be so helpful?
That is my mother.
I figured it was.
Yes.
Do you mind if I talk to her?
Absolutely.
All right, Mom, come on up. Good morning, Mom. Put your name on the record.
Tammy Thornton.
Good morning. What else should I know about Mr. Bullock before I decide how to handle this sentence?
John, he was having, he was on a medicine that was causing him to be very manic. I didn't quite catch on, some things were happening, and then after this happened, I realized absolutely that medicine was causing him to be manic.
Okay. Is he living with you?
He does not, he does live on his own. I
Okay.
just kind of manage.
Okay. Where do you live geographically?
It's Lanning,
Okay.
on Ford Lake.
All right. So you're close.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
okay,
close to his house.
Okay. Anything else?
He's been in treatment since he was young. He has had counselors off and on. We were doing good, so we hadn't had a counselor in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
but we did sign up yesterday. We're gonna get hooked up with the counselor.
Where at?
Through telehealth.
Okay.
He sees Dr. Nowak, who's a psychiatrist since he was young.
Yep.
But she just does mostly medication.
Sure. Sure.
The medicine was absolutely making him manic.
A new med?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, it was switched around. I had a baby, or I didn't. My girlfriend had a baby two months ago, and around the time that she got pregnant, my meds were switched, and that's when it began.
and it
Okay,
kind of became
okay.
like a spiral.
Okay.
And so
But he's never had any problems like this before.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So
no.
it's obviously
So-
the meds.
So I mean, he's very focused OCD on
Sure.
these Hot Wheels.
Sure.
It's just Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah.
And so I think he heard other people talking, which is very common right now. People are doing, stealing. And
Yeah.
I think he heard other people talking about it, and he came up with this OCD.
Thought it was a
thing,
great
and he
option.
Just focused on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I could tell he was getting really intense. So
Okay.
he does have something he wanted to read.
Sure.
He
Yes.
couldn't really remember it all, but he did write it down.
Just wanted to say, Your Honor, I stand before you with the intention of taking responsibility for my actions. I realize now how inappropriate I was behaving, and that it was detrimental to the well-being of my new family. I've been taking medication for OCD and anxiety since early childhood. In an effort to prepare me for the birth of my daughter, my doctor changed the medications without realizing it. I began to experience the effects of mania. I was being irrational, impulsive, and experienced mood swings. Despite the concerns of those around me, I was convinced that I was fine. Looking back, it is so clear to me now that my actions were shameful. I am sickened that I made the choices that could result in me being taken from my family and my child I have been so blessed with. I never want to put myself in a position to be separated from her again. This case has resulted in me in seeking consistent counseling. I am more motivated than ever to do what's best for myself and my baby. She is the most important thing in my life. I apologize to the court, everyone involved, and I would like to thank you for the opportunity to speak me today.
Well
He
written.
wrote that himself.
Well written. Well written. All right. Well, first of all, congratulations on your baby.
Thank you, sir.
How old?
2 months, just over 2 months.
Brand new. What's her name?
Her name is Stella. Stella the Rainbow.
Stella. That's such an old name. I love it when the old names come cycling back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations. So the restitution to Walmart, $123.79. When can you pay that?
Today.
He's gonna pay.
In
everything
full?
Yeah, I can
today.
pay
Okay.
you.
All right.
All of it.
So here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to go along with the recommendation of the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 12 months. You got to stay out of trouble for 12 months. No criminal stuff. Okay. So get those meds right.
Yes.
Pay the restitution today. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to assess any fines or court costs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you tell me how much time you need. I'm going to give you a time period by which I want you to be able to bring me documentation that you're treating on a regular basis with someone.
Okay.
Okay, not just the doctor you've been seeing for years. That's not really a therapist, counselor,
Like counseling,
right?
yeah.
I want counseling. right?
Yep.
So how long do you think it's gonna take you before you get that in play enough that you can bring me some documentation that shows you're doing it?
I would think a couple weeks. Or what do you?
Yeah.
Reasonable?
Week or 2 weeks.
All right,
at
so let's see.
most.
Today's the 20th. I'm gonna give you until, oh my God, it's already going into July. Another summer shot in the ass. July 12th.
Perfect.
All right,
Yes.
so just bring in some documentation from that office that shows that, you know, you're meeting every Tuesday or every other Wednesday, whatever it is.
Okay.
All right, so I know you're getting the support, so I don't see you again for this kind of silliness.
Yes. Absolutely.
Deal? Okay.
I
All right.
appreciate that.
So whatever money you thought you were gonna have to pay for me, what I want you to do is I want you to set that aside, start a special little account for Stella.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
So make that seed money
okay.
for that account for Stella.
I appreciate you.
All right. All right, so I'm just making a note, proof of counseling by, what did I say, the 12th?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it?
I got it.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You two enjoy your day.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Oh, one more thing. I need you to go to Van Buren Township to get your fingerprints
Oh,
taken.
yeah, she did, she mentioned
Yeah.
that. Can we go on the way home or is that?
No, I was gonna ask you, is it convenient today?
Yeah,
Because the paperwork, we'll send the paperwork over to them.
yeah, we'll
So
just
go on the
go
way
to it
home.
right on our way home. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Nicholas Battle. Morning, Council.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Battle.
Morning, sir. Brian
Counsel?
Montfort with on behalf of Mr. Battle, Your Honor.
All right. So I understand you want another date for a pretrial, July 18 at 9:10?
That's correct, Your Honor. Both sides are asking for that for some, there's some unusual circumstances here. So first of all, he's presenting himself for arraignment on all 6 files.
And would you waive formal reading?
Waive formal reading, stand mute on all 6, Your Honor.
I've only got, hold on a minute, maybe I'm missing one.
Is it 5?
I've only got 5.
Okay, 5 then. I'm sorry.
Okay,
That's my
all right.
mistake.
I won't look for another one. Go ahead. Is there?
So that's what I wanted to talk about. He's already been arraigned on that, Your Honor.
Okay, so you got a court date on that one already?
That was on Tuesday.
Okay,
yes.
so we're just dealing with the local Van Buren right now.
That's right,
Go ahead.
but it appears that, so it's all 5 of these come from the same traffic stop,
Okay,
okay? And it appears that the state case and this case were both filed. It's all of the same traffic stop, same offense date.
so we pick up state
same
charges
Van
out of
Buren
the same incident as this one.
Right, but I
What's
think
the
it's for the
state
same
charge?
offense. It's OWI and it's DWLS, which are 2 of the charges
Yeah,
here.
yeah, so somehow you ended up with duplicates.
So prosecutors are trying to look in and see, okay,
Right.
who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be
So
them? or is it gonna be
when's
us?
that date with the state prosecutor?
That's a week after next, the 3rd.
July 3rd?
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So we'll talk to them about that one and then I'll be ready for the 18th here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but Miss Manarino knows the situation. It looks like it's a duplicate charge.
that's right.
Okay,
Yep, that's why we're both asking for this adjournment to sort
Okay.
that out.
all right. Okay, so let's do this. All right, I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on all these files. What time we doing? 9:10?
It's fine.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up with my paperwork and then I'll take care of a personal bond.
Sure.
Easy there, Trevor. And they're older than dirt.
You're 8 years old on the offense date, Your Honor. That's part of the whole deal too.
Your Brook Park address is confirmed as a good one?
I changed my address to my new
You got the
apartment.
new one? All right, so Mr. Bam, I'm gonna put you on $1,000 personal bond on each one of these files. First condition is kind of obvious, stay out of trouble. Second condition is pretty much as obvious, participate in this court date. And then the last condition I'm gonna put on you is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you got a doctor's prescription for the substance. You got all those? Got all those terms? All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 times 5 files if you screw this up?
Understood.
Screw up the bond, it costs you money.
Understood.
Any questions?
No question, Brad.
All set?
All set.
Got a paper notice coming?
Yep.
All right, we'll get a paper notice and then you're out of here.
Thank you.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
You too.
Teresa, is it Elsie?
Yes.
Correct.
Counsel, good morning.
Morning.
Your appearance, please.
Santino Mateo on behalf of Ms. Elsie.
Come on up, folks. All right, we got a plea agreement.
Correct.
Guilty plea, 3 months delayed, right?
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Ma'am, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel?
Yes.
You understood all those?
Yes.
All right, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, I've got a 3/21/24 incident date. Would you like to voir dire and get me the facts I need?
Sure. Ms. Elsie, on March 21st of this year, were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
Yes,
And why were you at Detroit Metro Airport?
I was traveling to the Elephants.
And were you at the Airbus terminal?
Yes,
And did you go through security?
yes, I did.
And when you went through security, were you stopped?
Yes,
And were you stopped because you had a firearm in your bag?
yes,
And was the firearm a handgun?
yes, it was.
Were you aware at the time you went through security at Detroit Metro Airport that the handgun was in your bag?
No,
And you were not authorized to have a handgun there and then, correct?
correct.
Okay, I'm satisfied if you are.
I'm satisfied.
Okay, I'll accept the plea. Prosecutors asked me to delay sentence for 3 months. What else should I know about Ms. Elsie? I'm assuming there's no prior criminal history.
No prior criminal history, Your Honor. This is
All
a kind of one-time event, we believe, unfortunate
Okay.
accident.
And you've discussed the retrieval of the weapon?
Correct, at the conclusion of the 3-month
Okay.
period, yes.
Okay, anything else you want me to know, ma'am?
Only other question, Your Honor, is will there be fines assessed today?
Yes,
And can you? give
I'm
me the
almost
amount?
there. I'm
Okay,
almost there.
Gotcha.
All right. Nothing else? All right, I'm gonna delay sentence for 3 months, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. You can do that for another 3 months, right? Okay. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today, ma'am?
Yes,
All right, downstairs, the cashier will smile when she takes your money, then you just staying out of trouble for 3 months.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day.
Thanks, you too.
That explains the erratic driving. Adam Harper. Mr. Harper, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right, come on up. I've got a ticket here with a misdemeanor charge of checkpoint violation from May 19, 2024. The prosecutor says you've agreed to pay $400 in fines and costs, plead responsible to an added civil infraction, and the misdemeanor would be dismissed. Is that the deal?
Correct.
Okay. Also, the item seized is destroyed. All right. I will accept your plea to the civil infraction double parking. Can you pay that 400 today, sir?
Yes, I can.
Go down and see that smiling cashier. Misdemeanor dismissed.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, sir.
You too.
Joshua Asher. Mr. Asher, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Come on up. Looks like you made a deal with the prosecutor.
Yes.
Did you read your rights form?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights and the options presented to you?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge of no valid operator's license on person?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that charge today?
Yes.
Mr. Asher, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on January 27, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes,
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge.
thank you.
Looks like you're welcome. Looks like we're already sitting on some money of yours. $150 bond, correct?
Yes,
All right. And what's the status of your license now?
valid.
Valid. Beautiful. Much nicer.
Mhm.
Are you working?
Yes,
Where do you work?
Speedway. I'm a store manager.
How long you been there?
6 years.
Good. Anything else you want me to know?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Asher, fines and costs on your file, $615. I'll apply the bond of $150, leaving a balance of, if my math is correct, $465. Can you pay that today or do you need some time?
I can do that today.
Go on downstairs. The cashier will smile at you and take your money.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Amarion Elliott. How do you say that first name? Amarion. Got it almost close. Come on up. You're going forward today without an attorney?
Yes.
All right. You understand your rights and the options those rights present?
Yes.
Okay. Says you're going to plead responsible to a double parking civil infraction. The prosecutor wants me to dismiss the misdemeanor charge that was issued to you. And you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $300. Is that all correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve it today?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the civil infraction and dismiss the misdemeanor. Can you pay the $3 today?
I would not be able to pay it today.
Okay.
I'd do it maybe a payment plan.
I'm gonna send you downstairs to talk about your options.
Okay.
Might not smile at you. Any questions?
Nope.
Have a nice day.
All right.
Eric, is it Lingle?
Yeah.
Come on up, sir. Mr. Lingle, you're going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And it looks like you're in a similar situation. You're going to plead responsible to double parking. We've got a misdemeanor from May 19, 2024. The prosecutor wants me to make go away.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's the way you want to handle it today?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea to double parking. As per your agreement with the prosecutor, I'll assess fines and costs of $400. Can you pay today?
Yes, sir.
All right. You'll get a smile then. Go on downstairs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to pronounce it Babatunde Kyod.
Yes.
How'd I do on the name?
Perfect.
Is it Kyod?
Coyote.
Coyote?
Got it. Yes.
All right. Common spelling.
I found it. I did it this time.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
All right. You are going forward without benefit of a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes.
And is it okay with you if I dismiss this charge?
Absolutely.
All right.
You are guest.
I will do so.
Yes,
Enjoy
sir.
your day.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do I need proof that it was dismissed or?
You don't need it for me. Would you need it for anybody else?
Like, keep it for my records.
We can get you something.
Okay.
Just have a seat. We'll get you a piece of paper. Mustafa Muhammad. Good morning. You are going forward without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Right.
Did you read your rights form?
Yes.
Understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, Mr. Mustafa, are you going to plead guilty freely and voluntarily to that added charge today?
Yes.
Did you in fact drive a vehicle at Detroit Metro Airport on May 16, 2024 while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. What's the status of your license now?
I have my license now.
Valid?
Yes.
Wonderful. Are you working?
Yes, I do landscaping.
Who do you work for? Just on your own?
Yes,
Okay. You making it? Keeping busy?
sometime.
You need more work?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. All right, anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
I just went to court in Farmington last week, and I'm on a payment arrangement
Good.
with them. So
Good.
whatever come with this, I need like.
Yeah, you need some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll work with you. So here's what I'm gonna do. Find the cost total $500. I need you to go downstairs and talk about your options. I'm wondering, Avery is 264. Good morning. How are you? Could you find use for a landscaper? Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe with the building department, you know, they're talking about doing all that work for the senior citizens. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna send you directly to you then. All right, he owes us $500. Okay, thanks. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna go downstairs and you're gonna ask for Mr. Taylor. All right. I'm okay with you doing either one. If you don't want to give us any money and you just want to give us time, that's fine. We'll give you credit for every hour you give us towards your $500 fine and cost. If you want to do a little bit of both, give us some money on a, you know, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly basis, whatever, and give us time to close it out, we'll do that.
Okay.
All right. We just started a new program working with the city of Romulus, where they've got a list of senior citizens that need help around their homes and stuff like that, and they're low income.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're providing some labor so the city can get some help to these folks that can't afford to go out and hire somebody to, you know, clean up their yard or whatever needs to be done.
Okay.
Interested?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna go downstairs, see Avery Taylor. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Miles Stevens. Mr. Stevens, are you going forward today without a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you read your rights form?
Yes, I do.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes, I do.
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge of fail to report?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
I was reducing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but are you pleading guilty freely and
Yes.
voluntarily to that reduced charge?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so my understanding is you're going to plead to fail to report, and then we're going to dismiss fail to stop or identify from January 12th, 24.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so were you driving in Van Buren on January 12th, 24?
Yes, sir.
And were you involved in an accident?
Yes.
Did you report that accident as required by law?
No, I did not.
I can accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original. Are you working?
Yes.
Where at?
I'm a salesman at General RV Center in Wixom.
Oh, General RV?
Yep.
The one right on the service drive?
Yep.
Where they're making a huge,
Yep, behind
addition?
it. Yep.
When's that supposed to be all online?
I'm not sure. They're still digging into.
Big
the-
project,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, big.
Yeah. How long you been there?
About a year.
Yeah. Sales are up in your business, right?
They're starting to pick up.
RVs?
Yeah.
So I spent last weekend, my wife and I spent last weekend with two different couples that are like camping fiends. And we stayed in a motel like half a mile away from the campground. And they're like, of course, you know, we're hanging around the campground.
Yeah.
So you ready to get one? I'm like, no, no. And I told Suzanne, I said, so you could do this. She said, yeah, I could do this. I'm like, I don't like neighbors in my house. Why would I want a vacation with neighbors 2 foot away from me? I don't see the attraction.
And you know, people that usually have land are always ones that have the big trailers. It's like,
Yes.
you already live on land, you already don't have neighbors, why are you camping? Why is that your choice?
You know what? It's that rough. They like that rough lifestyle.
And there's nothing rough about it. I mean,
Nowadays, no.
the shower, seriously, the shower in this trailer is bigger than the shower in my cabin.
Yeah. Double sink, walk-in closet.
Yeah, I mean, they're nice. There ain't no roughing going on.
Oh, no.
No.
Like COVID.
And you know, I could understand I like the idea of having, you know, taking your hotel room with you if you're gonna go around and travel, but not if I got a camp next to the guy with the little yapping 4-pound crunch launcher, right?
That's why people boondock.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's big business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's some big money in those units.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
All right, back to business.
Yep.
So I'll dismiss the original charge.
Thank you.
Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you, Mr. Stevens?
Well, sir,
What was going on? You just panicked that day? What happened?
No, that was the last snowstorm we had. And I was actually, I didn't have insurance. That's what made me nervous. But
Yeah.
I ran out of control and then onto the on ramp, but then I swung my Suburban back and that's when I bumped them. And
What'd
so,
you hit?
I think it was the rear corner of their car.
Oh, there's another car involved?
Yeah. And I followed the other people.
And you're on a payment plan on the no proof insurance, right?
Yes.
And you're current?
Yes. I have another one coming up July 1st.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, sir.
All right, total fines that cost $415. You want to just roll that into the payment plan?
I can pay it to that.
You want to pay it all? All right, go on down, see the cashier.
All right, thank you, sir.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Thanks.
Oh, I just wasn't lost. You? I didn't know there was just one more.
Yeah, you're good.
I was doing bad on traffic directing.
No, you're fine. Good morning. I didn't know there was two different charges, to be honest with you. Did you know there was allowing unlicensed driver and allowing suspended driver, two charges?
This is the same points and.
Heather's checking right now.
I didn't bring my SOS file. Usually I bring.
Oh, she'll get it. Are you ready on Stafford?
Yes, sir.
Ronnie Stafford, come on up. So Jim's just trying to keep us on our toes. Stafford adjournment.
I guess I could see allowing the suspended being a more severe penalty now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know.
Because
who's more dangerous, the guy that was legally licensed and then
or the
suspended for
14-year-old
some reason,
or the 14-year-old who you're letting drive? I don't know. You're right. It's be fun.
I guess it depends on the individual. All right, so we're going to adjourn till August 1.
We do need to address the arraignment because of the allegations in this one.
Would you waive formal reading?
Yes, sir. We'll waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty, ask the court to enter a PR bond. The individual has no prior criminal history of any kind. And just the only issue or stipulation to the bond would be the no contact with
Billy, my brother.
Billy is the first name, same last name.
Okay.
No, Humberger.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Humberger's his name, Stafford's mine. It's my brother.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay, so August 1, what time are we going to do that, Heather?
It's going to be a final pre-trial with the complainant to appear on August.
Did you write a time?
We did not write a time on it.
8:30.
8:30. I will in the future. I didn't know. Did you want us to?
Yeah, I gave you time.
My apologies.
All right, so August 1, 8:30. Who's that with?
Judge Martin.
So that'll be by Zoom. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. The only order is going to be no contact with your brother, Billy.
No problem.
Right? No phone calls, no letters, no social media stuff. You see him at Burger King, eat at Taco Bell, just stay away.
Okay.
Understood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Swear.
I can do that.
Swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
We'll get you a notice in just a minute.
All right.
So what's going on here?
I blew my shoulder out 3 months ago.
They're gonna have to replace it or rehab?
Resurgery.
Resurgery?
No, they're gonna have to do surgery.
Okay. New
It's
joint?
just- Huh?
What they gotta do?
I guess I tore the tendon going down the bicep.
Yep.
And then there's some back here.
Yeah, so they gotta reattach the tendons. When's surgery scheduled?
I'm not yet. They're still got me in therapy and then I'm doing, they gotta get the inflammation down.
Yep.
I can't take antibiotics because my GI.
Yep.
So they put me on steroids that.
Yeah, it slows the process down.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. Good
All
luck.
right, thank you.
So we'll be in touch.
Marcel Cole. Counsel?
How you doing?
Oh, are you going, no attorney for you?
No.
All right. You understand we've got him here if you want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you read your rights form?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes.
All right. And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
All right. Understanding all that, Mr. Cole, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
All right. Tell me what was going on May 27, 2024 that makes you think you're guilty of embezzlement. Where were you working?
Walmart.
All right. And what happened?
Just skipping stuff at self-checkout.
Say again?
Just skipping stuff at self-checkout.
All right. 3 items go through, only 1 gets scanned.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you've agreed to pay restitution of $158.09, is that right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I can accept your plea. Do you have any prior criminal convictions?
No.
All right. Are you working now?
Yeah.
Where at?
Qdoba's and I'm cutting here.
Okay. All right. And it looks like you've got a civil infraction equipment violation that you owe us money on, $240. Are you in a position to start a payment plan on that?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, we've got an equipment violation, a Van Buren Township civil infraction.
I didn't know anything about that.
Can you pull something up on that? Maybe the names aren't right.
Yeah.
This is Marcel Anthony.
Equipment, it happened on January 27th. Same address, same phone number. Same address.
And you said it's for what?
Defective equipment.
January 27th this year. Yes.
No, he told me he wasn't gonna write me a ticket as long as I got my plate on.
It was probably a way before.
Yeah, because he stopped me. He didn't give me any papers at all. He told me to go on about my day and then get the screws. And if I get pulled over again, then it'll be a problem.
Officer Hernandez, but you've received 1, 2.
Yeah, I kept getting stopped until I got paid and can get.
No, we've been sending you mail notice. We've been sending you notices saying you gotta do something.
It says the ticket was submitted, signing admit responsible, no form of payment was received. You signed the back and sent it in. And then we sent another notice. We've sent about 5 notices.
Y'all sent it to that Taylor address?
Here in Street and Taylor?
Yeah, I don't stay there anymore.
Okay, so you checked in downstairs and told them that's your address?
Yeah.
You went downstairs and you checked in and you said that was your address?
Yeah, so who's at that address?
I couldn't tell you. I moved out about a year.
Why'd you tell them what that was your address?
She just asked if that was the one that was on my ID. It's not my current address. I haven't done a change of address yet.
Why do you think we want to know what's on your ID? So we can mail you stuff. You think we just want to know what's on your ID even if it's not accurate? All right. So are you in a position to get on a payment plan?
Yeah.
Give us a good address.
47103 Waters Edge Lane, apartment B212.
Waters Edge Lane, apartment what?
B212.
B212.
Mm-hmm.
Belleville mailing?
Yeah, 48111.
All right.
And the phone, 313-710-0320.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want me to know before I sentence you on the embezzlement?
No.
How soon can you pay the restitution amount?
Maybe 2 weeks.
All right, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. I'm ordering that you appear at Van Buren Township to have your prints taken. Can you do that today?
Yeah, that's fine. And then can I get a copy of that that ticket? Because I had somebody in the car. All right.
Yeah, the defective equipment you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I promise you, he said that was supposed to be waived.
All right, on today's file, the restitution of $158.09, that's due within 14 days. Court costs are assessed amount of $500. You can add that to your payment plan on the other one. Any questions?
Not at the moment.
Good luck. How about Derisha Robinson? Okay, that's the first one. Why? Look at the trouble it's causing us. $484 ticket. That was a waivable ticket if you would have done what you were supposed to do at the time.
He sent it in and put something to it.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're going forward today without a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Yes, that's
All
correct.
right. Did you read your rights form?
Yes, I did.
You understand those rights and the options those rights give you?
Yes, I do.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge today?
Yes, I am.
Ms. Robinson, did you drive a vehicle at or near the airport on April 17, 2024?
Yes, I did.
At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, it was.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge and I'll dismiss the drove while license suspended. What's the status of your license now?
I just have to pay my ticket.
Where at?
Rochester Hills.
Well, how much you owe them out there?
I think it's about 300.
Okay. You got a payment plan with them and everything else?
Yep, I'm
Good.
paying it next week. on
Good.
Friday.
All right, Scrubs, where you working?
CNA, Pumphrey Living,
How long you been with the company?
since January.
Okay, good. 6 months in. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want me to consider?
Payment plan?
Yeah, we'll work with you.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, nothing
Okay.
else.
All right, looks like you've got some other tickets with us too. And I'm gonna guess, yeah, they look like they're all out of the same incident. So there was a registration plate violation and no insurance that you got at the same time as the drove while license suspended. All right, those two you owe us $570.
Okay,
All right, I'll give you a break on this one then.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, on this one, it's $300. So I'm gonna send you downstairs, find out what your payment options are and get something set up.
All right,
So
thank
have a
you so
plan
much.
Before you leave.
All right.
All right,
Have a
good
good
luck. Good luck in Rochester Hills. I heard, I haven't seen him yet, but Heather said he looks like a retiree from Florida. Wasn't that your description?
A retired Floridian.
C, D, E, F, G. He's having trouble finding it.
I'm having a hard time reading.
I am too. Cadro?
C.
Is it Cadro, Tyler?
Kadzo.
Come on up. Say it.
Kadzo.
Kadzo. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. You are going for, oh, Mr. Bowders, go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Kadzo, sir, could you tell Judge your name for the record, please?
Tyler Kadzo.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today's date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. It's also time for an arraignment. We wait for the reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-trial this. Get an executed plea agreement in which Mr. Kadzo would be pleading responsible for a double parking ticket, but all the original citations would be dismissed.
All right. Heather, I'll take the double parking on the C ticket. Dismiss A and B. All right, Mr. Kadzo, is that the way you want to resolve this today?
Yes, sir.
And you've agreed to pay fines a cost of $300?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pay it today?
Can you do a payment plan, sir?
Yep, I'll send you downstairs to talk about your options. The original 3 charges are dismissed.
Your Honor, Mr. Kadzo is a former Marine and was a Detroit police officer. He went into construction. He's going back to the police. department
Really?
someplace.
Yes, sir. Hopefully, sir.
Why? Why'd you leave, first of all?
Just wasn't right mentally, and I had to get some days in order. And a friend of mine offered me a job in construction.
Right.
And since then, I resigned from Detroit Police in 2022.
How many years did you have in?
2.
Okay.
2. And then I was in the Marine Corps for 3 years before that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And so just recently, kind of wanted to get back into it. Construction's not for me anymore. So.
Okay.
He's looking at Woodhaven as we speak. And I told him there's a lot of nice jurisdictions around us.
Yeah, so you're not going back to Detroit?
No, sir.
I recommend Gibraltar. Working with my son.
Everybody's looking for cops.
Everybody. And this young man's very impressive.
Yeah. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
All right, go on downstairs, get your options figured out. Have a plan before you leave. That goes inside that. How about Robert Valentine?
Ready, Your Honor? Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Valentine, who is approaching. Sir, could you tell Judge your name for the record, please?
Robert Valentine. Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment. Well, we're going to adjourn, Your Honor. July 12th, if that's available. Or August, I mean. At 9:20, Your Honor, if that's appropriate.
Who's that with? All right, so that's by Zoom. All right, we'll get you notice, sir.
You're going to get notice when you leave the building. I'll have the Zoom and everything on it for you, all right? So just hang out, we'll get you the notice in a second.
Cody Lazette.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Cody Lazette, who's standing to my left, and we state his name for the record. Cody Lazette.
Good morning.
Your Honor, we would waive the formal reading at this time and would like to avail ourselves of the people's plea offer.
All right, Mr. Lazette, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to that added charge today?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township on April 3rd, 2017?
Yes, sir.
And was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time?
Suspended, sir.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. What's the status of your driving privileges?
So basically, making the district court tours, I believe, again, I don't want to make statements that be incorrect, but I think this, as far as we're aware, this would be the last impediment, I think, to being able to go back to the Secretary of State.
This one?
Yes, sir.
You working?
Yes, sir.
Where at and how long?
Can't even talk. Restoration complete and 2 years.
Sounds like construction?
Yes.
Okay.
And briefly in the way of mitigation, I would just note the age of the case and that he is doing the right thing now.
Yep.
You're going back out and trying to get all these cleaned up.
Okay. All right. So before we'll get back to this file, you got a preliminary exam coming up in August 21.
Yes, sir.
You know about that. Looks like we had a pretrial on a Drovo license not valid on the 13th. You took care of that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we've got some 2023 stuff and another 2017. You already owe us $1,113 on those. You got a payment plan that's supposed to start in a week or so?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's the rate on that? How are you doing?
$100 a month.
Okay. All right. That's doable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We got all kinds of late fees on this one. You just been afraid to come in and see us because you didn't have any good news for us, or what was going on?
Jobless.
Yeah, didn't have anything to pay.
Right. Yes, sir.
And you were one of those people that thought you had to come to court with money in your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Obviously not true, or you'd be going to jail right now.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So spread the word, right?
Yes.
Because all you did is you cost yourself a lot of extra money. I mean, if you would have come to see us way back then, we would have still given you a payment plan. I'm not trying to make you feel worse.
No,
really.
I'm
just seriously, when I say spread the word, I mean it. I don't want other people doing what you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you get to do a lot more courts than I do. I don't know a single court that is not going to work with you if you don't have any money. I mean, in the old days, are there still some out there?
I'll hold my comments.
All
on
right.
that,
Well,
Your
but
Honor.
here.
But this
okay,
court is
so
certainly
here,
one that
some
does.
courts dangerous to walk in without money. Fair to say?
That is, sir.
But those courts are easy to find. All you got to do is talk to people. All right. This is not one of those courts.
Absolutely not.
So let people know if you get a ticket in this venue, you're making things worse by just staying out of court because the late fees rack up. All right. So for example, if I was to hit you with all the late fees on this file already, I'm going to do the math for you.
I saw you look at this.
Yeah. Usually, if I just hit somebody full boat on this type of charge, I usually start with the idea it's going to be about $500. You've already got $195 late fees. So if I hit you full boat, that'd be $800. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do that to you. First of all, because you're already into us for $1,000, so I'm going to give you a break. But sir, when I'm telling you, tell people, I really mean that. Please tell people, if you don't go to court, the clock keeps running and the money keeps going up. All right, I feel better now. You probably don't, but I feel better.
No, I think he does, Your Honor. He understands what we discussed this before coming in, and we appreciate the court's understanding of the spot that he's in and trying to work himself out of.
And you're a construction guy. All right, I'm gonna do two solids for you. Number one, I'm not gonna hit you with all those late fees. So the total on the file is $500. Number two, I'm gonna let you roll that into the payment plan. Actually, three. And number three, I'm gonna suggest that before you leave this building, you talk to Avery Taylor. All right. We've got a new program that we're working with the city of Rhineland side, where they're finding folks in the community that need work done around their house that don't have the money to pay for it, senior citizens, etc. All right. We're trying to help them provide labor so that they can help these people that can't afford to take care of whatever problems they've got around the house. You sound like you might be perfect for that. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
So for example, through Mr. Taylor, we can hook you up with the building department. The building department might send you out to fix somebody's fence, for example. All right. And then we'll credit you X number of dollars per hour that you work and take that off your balance.
So you can
that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
So go down, roll it all into one payment plan, but then go make sure you talk to Mr. Taylor and said, Oakley said, I'm a contractor type guy. I might be able to work with you on that new program.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So 3 solids from me. Don't disappoint.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
You're waving your hand. I'm assuming you're a contractor type. All right. Who's that? Jeff. Maddox. Come on up, ma'am.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Maddox. Ma'am, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Kenne Maddox.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We've waited for the reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this 2018 case. In this matter, we have an executed plea agreement where Ms. Maddox would be pleading guilty to the added count of being a disorderly person, with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 90 days.
Good.
If Ms. Maddox completes all she is expected to complete, the court will consider dismissal of charges at that time.
Wonderful. Miss Maddox, did you read your advice of rights? No. Did you go over your rights, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes.
Did you understand those rights and the options those rights present to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that and the possible penalty for this charge, did you understand that too?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bowditch, incident date was 2/23/18, old one. Can you voir dire?
Ma'am, on that day in 2018, did you find yourself in a situation where you were loud? Did the police respond to you being loud?
Yes.
Could other people hear these disturbances?
Yes.
Defense is satisfied. Huh?
Where did this take place?
I think in, Belleville.
No, I mean, were you at somebody's house? Were you at a store?
She was at her home now.
Okay, all right, so it's where you were living,
Yes,
inside or outside?
it happened outside.
Okay, all right, you satisfied, Mr. Bowditch?
I'm satisfied.
All right, so am I. What should I know about Miss Maddox before I set the terms of
Your
service?
Honor, I don't believe Miss Maddox is working at this time, are you?
No, not at the moment.
When's the last time you worked and where do you work?
I worked at Rainbow and the last time I worked was.
Rainbow, what's that?
It's a clothing store.
Okay,
And
when
the
was
last-
that?
The last time I worked was 3 weeks ago
And how long were you there?
for about 2.5 weeks.
Okay, what happened?
My disability, I was weak at work.
Okay,
She's having.
health issues.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
She's having some physical difficulties.
okay,
She's
okay,
accompanied by her father.
okay. Anything else you want me to know?
No, sir.
All right, anything on your history? Do you have any other convictions on your record?
Yes, with tickets.
I'm not worried about traffic stuff, misdemeanors or felonies.
No,
Okay, all right. Anything else you want me to consider?
no, sir.
Okay. And no problem since 2018, I assume.
No, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $300. Can you pay that today, ma'am, or you need some options?
A payment plan?
Go on downstairs and figure those options out. All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Is it Taj Harris Betts? It's Taj?
Yes, sir, Taj.
I like that, Taj. Good morning. So you are going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've met with the prosecutor. I've got a piece of paper in front of me that says you're going to plead guilty to the charge from May 26, 2024.
Yes, sir.
And the prosecutor has asked me to consider a delayed sentence. You read your rights form, you understood those rights?
Yes, sir.
Understand the options those rights give you?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty, understanding all that? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
All right. So on May 26, 2024, were you in Van Buren Township?
Yes, sir.
All right. And at that time, was there an offer or agreement for sex for money?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll accept your plea. Any prior criminal history, Mr. Harris Betts?
No, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where?
I work for a place called Niapco. It's the building's Niapco, but we do parts for Ford, like PTI, like Ford quality parts, stuff like that. But they've been cutting our hours short, and they're like we've been getting off early. And in July, they're about to have a shutdown for 2 weeks, so we're not going to be working for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to work like off an app job.
How long you been employed there?
I've been there since March.
All right. Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No, sir.
All right, the prosecutor's recommended a delayed sentence. I can go along with that. So I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today?
Not today. I can work out a plan if that's okay.
Go down and talk about your options downstairs.
All right, appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Good luck. Tiur Iverson.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley.
Good morning.
The defendant, Mr. Tiur Iverson, who's standing to my left. Please state your name for the court.
Tiur Iverson, good morning, Mr. Oakley.
Like that shirt.
Oh, thank you. Your
Why
Honor-
did I set this for sentencing today instead of then?
Your Honor, that's a great question. Because of the nature of what was going on, Mr. Iverson at the time wasn't himself. You'd ordered a mental health evaluation and that he get into some treatment, which this is a happy sentencing in my mind.
Yes.
Since that day.
Well, I just want to make sure, because I don't, forgive me, but I don't remember the specifics. But I sentenced it so he could get some things on track, so he'd be in a better place for me to hear about.
That is correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
Brad.
Your Honor, this matter involved the allegations, some inappropriate conduct in a public place.
Right.
And Mr. Iverson has addressed an addiction head on. He's brought with him today his 12-step program as well as his chip. Pleased to report, since leaving court last time, he's began treatment with Heron. I keep saying this one right.
Heron Ridge.
Heron Ridge Treatment Centers.
Where are they at?
It's over in Plymouth.
Okay.
So he's now got a regular therapist that he works with every Monday, 3 o'clock.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Since when?
Since like right after that. Yeah.
So that was April 24, I think. So by
Yeah,
May, you were in treatment?
Yeah, for like about like a good 2 months so far. I'm still going too. So
good.
Yeah.
And has it been weekly all that time?
Yep.
That's a lot of time. Good. Good.
Your Honor, again, this is a young man. This wasn't the only incident. There was a couple things that were all kind of bundled together. He's been working with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office on the other matter.
Okay.
Please report. Looks
Looking
like
good
that's
there?
going to be resolved with a HIDA.
Good.
So again,
good.
This was a situation where an individual is dealing with a mental illness and has accepted and addressed, I don't want to say mental illness, but a condition.
Right.
And has really taken the proverbial bull by the horns
Good.
and done what the court asked and done what he knows his family and himself need.
Good.
And again, we don't always get a report back 2 months later with, a forward-looking
Especially that
prognosis.
quick.
That quick.
Are you working too?
I've been on paid leave from the stuff,
Okay.
but yeah.
From where?
Costco Depot on
Okay.
Belleville Road.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. How long you been with Costco?
I'd say like 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously looking forward to the conclusion of all the matters to sort of, again, he knows and his family knows that this situation is serious and what's in front of him had to be what was addressed and dealt with first. And thankfully he's got the community support and family support as well as, well, frankly, this court support based on our, representations last time.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Your Honor, I spoke with Ms. Manarino about, do the people have a stance on sentencing?
Yeah.
She's going to take no position, says it's completely within the court's discretion, as you know, but they're not making any recommendation.
No, I got you. I got you.
And again, I think that
nobody's screaming for blood.
No one's screaming for blood. And really, we had a chance to speak with her in the hallway. Commended Mr. Iverson as well about really not just talking the talk, but walking the walk.
Good, good. Okay, I'm gonna help him with that. Anything you want to tell me? Anything to add?
Well, so I've been going to therapy. I have a psychologist now, taking medicine for like OCD, ADHD, all this and that. Then you heard from him. I've been going to meetings too. I've been doing the meetings like 1 week after I got the therapist because he was the one that found the meetings for me. I didn't even know they made meetings for this. So I was pretty happy to find that out, and I didn't realize
you're not alone.
Yeah, I'm thinking I was like the only one, but from there to now I feel a lot better.
Good, good. Just feel like you're better headspace.
Yeah, I feel a lot more clear up in like the headspace.
Yeah. He is nervous today, but I can tell you just again, I'm not vouching for my defendant, but the overall.
It's okay if you do.
Well, I mean, his demeanor just walking into the courtroom today. And
different.
It is. You can tell that the therapy and the medication has certainly taken hold. And
better headspace.
Feel like I'm calm from that, but be honest with you guys.
Okay. And you're young. I'm just looking at your birthday. You're 21?
Yeah, I just turned 21 on the 13th.
Good. Good. Oh, you're doing the stuff right.
Yep. And I'm staying out of trouble, I promise.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you for hearing us out. And again, for giving it that adjournment and not doing immediate sentencing to let us put this together for you.
You're welcome. All right. Mr. Iverson, if I charge you any money, I have to charge you at least $145. So that's what I'm charging you.
Okay.
I'm also going to put you on a 12-month non-reporting probation. That just means you stay out of trouble.
Okay.
All right. So here's what, right now, my tail's wagging. I'm all excited. It sounds like things are going great for you.
Okay.
If you're blowing smoke up my butt, which I don't think you are. Okay. But if you are, then within the next 12 months, you're going to get in trouble somewhere for something, and we're going to find out about it. And then I'll sentence you. Because that'll be a probation violation then. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But I'm assuming that what I'm hearing is completely sincere and you are really on the right track.
Yes.
Then take care of the 145 and live your life. And 12 months from now, this file gets closed.
Definitely.
All right.
Where do I pay it?
Can you pay it today?
I definitely can. Yes.
Then just go downstairs and deal with that smiling cashier.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Glaster? Come on up, Mr. Glaster. All right, Mr. Glaster, you're going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney, correct?
Correct.
All right. The prosecutor has asked me to dismiss this matter from, let me find it, June 18, 22, because it looks like it's part of something you already took care of.
Yes.
Right? Okay. I'm assuming it's okay with you if I do that. Dismiss it.
No.
You don't want me to dismiss it?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, look at he look. Yes.
You remember what that's from, right?
Yeah, yes.
It's a big one, Elizabeth.
He's about, no, this one.
Yeah,
Yes,
I figured you were old enough to get that.
Yes.
You got the gray in the beard. All right,
Yeah.
dismissed.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your day.
All right. You got it.
Oh, there's a bond on here? 150. All right, so we're gonna actually give you some money back.
Okay, yeah, because I paid 150.
Yeah, the bond. We keep 10%, so we keep $15. You get the rest back.
All right, thank you. So I can go downstairs and get my money?
Yes, sir.
All right. To that smiling cashier?
Same person.
All right.
Yeah, she might not smile when she's giving it back.
No one would like to give back money.
Oh, you know what? Can we just apply that to the money you owe us on the other stuff? We've got a breach of security.
That we did that dismiss too as well, but not right now. I'll bring the money back if need, so.
I'm gonna return the money.
I'm in the neighborhood.
I'm just gonna return the money.
All right.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah.
Wilson, is it Deja? Deja, come on up. All right, Ms. Wilson, you're going forward today without an attorney, correct? You understand your rights and options? Yes. And you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes.
Understanding that, are you pleading guilty to the added charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
Wilson. All right, so did you drive a vehicle at or near Detroit Metro Airport on May 23, 2024?
Yes.
At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss both of the original charges that were issued to you. What is the status of your license now?
I got my license and my registration.
Valid? Wonderful. Good for you. Much more fun to drive that way, isn't
I
it?
know, right?
Are you working, Miss Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where do you work?
I work at Chrysler.
How long?
3 years in July.
Beautiful. All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you today?
Nope.
All right. Fines and costs on the file, $500. Can you pay it today?
Not today.
Go downstairs and talk about your options.
All right. Thank
Any
you.
questions?
No.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
Allow, I'm sorry. Ms. Davis, come on up. Ms. Davis, you're going forward without an attorney today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor asked me to dismiss this action from May 22nd. I'm assuming that's okay with you?
Yes.
All right, then I am ordering you to have a nice day.
Thank you, and you too.
Thanks. I'm gonna make a phone call. Somehow, you know, get out of that tonight. You will. Never happened to me. You know what happened with the jury trial?
I think it's happening. Usually,
Yeah, if they show up. So we had burritos for dinner Monday night. So Cheyenne went to go see her dad yesterday. So she didn't get home till almost 8 o'clock. So all right, I gotta feed myself. Suzanne went to, I just talked to Shane. Suzanne went to go see her dad.
okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'll scrounge something up. So we had leftover ground venison, spiced up for the burritos. So I made nachos, and we had leftover baked beans. So I put ground meat and baked beans on the nachos, then the cheese and the sauce and all that stuff. I'm telling you what, the baked beans really.
What kind of baked beans?
Just bushy baked beans out of the can. But it was just the sweetness. I mean, this is really good. So when Susie got home, I said, I got some nachos. I think you want to eat. So pretty soon she came up and says, those nachos are really good. I said, did you catch the fact that there were baked beans on it? She says, oh, is that what that was? I said, yeah, you caught the
You probably just
sweetness.
thought that they were beans.
You
and
caught
they
the
were like-
sweetness? She said, yeah. I said, that's pretty good, isn't it? She said, it was pretty good. Yeah. And I also indulged, I had a blueberry fry pie.
Blueberry fry.
Fry pie is a big thing. I've never had it before. It's big, big thick fry pies. Well, it looks pretty much like what Hostess saw way back when and said, hey, we'll make fruit pies like this.
Oh.
I mean, it looks like a Hostess fruit pie, except for it doesn't look like it was commercially made because it wasn't. It's handmade.
Ooh, so probably good. Was it full and?
But I wasn't told that. It seemed like kind of a sacrilege to have.
We're supposed to arrange their Glaster. They have it
should be. I think you went down to Japan. Your appearance for Smith.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Emily Smith. Ms. Smith, please state your record for.
Good morning.
State your name for the record. You're good. Just state your name.
Oh, I'm Elizabeth.
Sorry, you're really nervous.
That's all right.
Never been in court.
Calm down. Just take a couple deep breaths. Seriously, we've done this before.
You're okay.
Again. Seriously, deep breaths, they help. Okay, you deep breathe, we're gonna talk. You deep breathe.
So, Your Honor, we're here on one count of retail fraud. Ms. Smith has absolutely no priors. Ms. Smith is the mother of, I think, 5 children. Well, let's just get the plea part out of the way. We'll get into the mitigation. Your Honor, we would like to avail ourselves of the people's plea offer. We'll waive the arraignment, and we would like to plead guilty to the retail charge under the delayed sentencing with a agreed upon 9-month period of probation. There is no restitution. All the items were recovered at the door.
Good.
And if the court's accepting of the plea, we will move into an allocution.
Okay, let's get there. Ms. Smith, did you go over your rights and options with Mr. Hadley? All right, you understood those rights and
Oh, I'm
options?
sorry, yes.
All right, and do you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes.
All right, understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, so May 12, 2024, were you at a store in Van Buren Township?
I was.
Which one?
Myers.
Okay, did you try to take some merchandise from that store without paying for the merchandise?
I did. I did.
Okay,
Your Honor, we're satisfied that the elements have been
so am I.
satisfied.
I'll accept the plea. All right, tell me what was going on.
So, do you want me to kind of start it? Okay. Your Honor, Ms. Smith was going through separation of her husband at the time, including an attempt on her life. It was a very serious assault. She had to leave the home.
By the husband?
By the husband. Was essentially homeless and pretty well strapped. Made a very poor decision that she stands here, as she's already said in front of the court, apologetic and remorseful for making, but in the trauma and stress of all of this going on, she decided to go to the store and take toys. She took some makeup for one of the children. She took some balls, dolls types of things for some of the other children. And she was stopped leaving the store, admitted at the time, as soon as she was stopped, you know, the gig is up. I know what I'm doing is wrong. Again, she makes no excuses for it, but to just kind of put you into a context of how somebody who's never been in trouble before make a decision to go this direction all of a sudden, that's really the context of where they were. For those reasons, I think that Ms. Manarino, despite it was, you know, as you would say, a slam dunk, she admitted to it right on the bat. That's why we got this plea offer. Is again, I think looking forward, trying to help this individual move forward. You'd like to say anything to the judge, and you don't have to, but you know,
It's just not who I am. It's just my kid.
How old are the kids?
8, 7, 6, 3, and almost 2.
Littles.
And I'm 3 months pregnant.
Were you working as well as 5 kids?
No, because my mom is sick with cancer.
You're
and I
taking
have
care of
to
mom
take care
too?
of her.
Was she living with you? All right. This is fresh. This is like a month old, right? So
Everything with my husband is,
What's it?
everything with my husband just pretty much happened too.
okay. How long you been with him?
A little over a month ago.
No, how long were you together?
Oh, almost 10 years.
So this is not normal for him either. It was. You were putting up with that for 10 years. All right, so what's your support system now?
It's just me, my parents, and the kids. We all stick together.
Okay.
Do
Are
the
you,
best that
are
I
you
can.
living with mom and dad now with all the kids? All right. Is that the Bowler Road address?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's incarcerated.
Okay. All right, it's great that you got the support of mom and dad, but you need more.
I'm trying.
You need counseling. You're dealing with an awful lot of stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not meant to be okay right now.
I don't know how you could be. Honestly. If you stood there and acted like you were fine, I'd say, wow, there's a sign of mental illness. I'll be honest with you. Without everything else, just being the mother of 5 kids, I think that's certifiable, right? I mean, if that doesn't make you crazy.
With one on the way, Your Honor.
Oh,
She's 3 months pregnant.
yeah, you need some counsel.
I think my other girls do too.
Yeah, your oldest kids especially. Yeah, because I mean, it's just from this, I know it wasn't a healthy household, right? Healthy environment. Hold on. Oh, it's Thursday. Damn it. Seriously, we should remind me to have that conversation. See, look, we're getting more and more of this stuff.
Yeah.
Can you come back tomorrow?
Yeah,
When's it convenient for you to come back tomorrow?
whenever I can make it.
Can you
here whenever.
can you see if anybody down there? Yeah.
And Your Honor, Ms. Smith, one other item was to get fingerprint at Van Buren Township Police Department. So maybe she can make it a 2 for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Come by, see you
Yeah.
guys, and then go get
Yeah,
fingerprinted
that's fine.
afterwards.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say prints by 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
And you know where to go?
We're working on it. I couldn't even give her the address myself, even though I've been there, but.
Well,
yeah.
you know where the Myers is on Tyler Road, Tyler and Belleville.
I GPS everywhere I go.
But the
Just-
same Myers store you were at.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get to that Myers store, you just go west on Tyler Road.
Okay.
On the other side of Belleville, you go west and the PD's down there. You can't, that's all that's down there.
Okay,
In essence,
perfect.
right? Okay. So you're okay there.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to confirm. The lady I want you to sit down with is not working here today. She's working from home today. So I want to make sure she can be here tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing in the morning, okay?
Yeah.
Ask her how early she can see somebody. Earlier the better, I'm assuming for you.
Yeah.
She's here at 7:30 doors.
All right, so if you're here at 8 o'clock, we'll get you in.
Perfect.
Christine Oswald is her name. She is my juvenile probation officer.
Okay.
All right, for 20 years, she and I have been working together with my juvenile program. As a result of that, she's got really, really good contacts. Number one, for counselors for kids, and number two, for parents that are overwhelmed. You know anybody like that? Right? Okay. So I want you to come in tomorrow and just vomit, right? Everything you're dealing with, just like pour out, like she's your counselor for the day, right? Just let her know everything you're dealing with. That will allow her to try to decide where the best places are to send you and your kids.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is going to be hard because it's going to take a lot of time, right? Which means God bless grandma and grandpa because it's going to put more time on them, right? And she's got health problems. You said your mom's dealing with some health issues right now.
Stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
My God, your mom and dad need counseling. You know, maybe you could get some counseling to come to the house. Seriously, that's sometime an option. Because the whole family's just dealing with all this traumatic stuff. My heart breaks for you. I mean, can you feel the hug?
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, nobody should have to deal with all this, especially all at the same time. Okay. All right, so we still got to sentence you. So here's my sentence. Get your fingerprints by 3 p.m. tomorrow. For 9 months, stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses.
I can do that.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it helps, I'll order you to get counseling.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not charging you any money. That would be absolutely a violation of the 8th Amendment. Okay. All right. One last thing. Do me a favor. Come on up here.
Just come on here. If you young.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I get it. So you're trying to take care of my kids. 6 color, right? Trying to take care of dad. Dad's a mess right now, right? He's gonna lose his one. And you're trying to do it all, aren't you? You're trying to do it all, and you're not equipped for it. You're not. Go. So it's okay. It's selfish. It's okay to say, I have to take care of me. Because if you can't take care of me, you can't take care of everyone else. And you've been guilty. You've been feeling guilty about the fact that you, right? Listen, I know. Because you've been feeling the need when you feel guilty. Because I can't, they all need me and I can't need you. It's unhealthy. Right? So you need to tap into somebody that can sit down and talk. Say, it's okay to be selfish and say, I need some time for me. Okay? It's healthy. I'm serious about coming back too.
I will, I promise.
Mr. Hadley? No more roast today.
Your Honor, I stand here sincerely and I say thank you for helping restore my faith and belief that there are kind souls still in black robes out there.
We've got lots of them out there.
I know. And
go away, go away, go
we
away.
appreciate it,
Go
Your
away.
Honor.
Did Mr. Glaster come back?
No, he left. We already had him on.
Oh, so do we got anything scheduled on him? Well, we'll deal with him in a minute.
Yeah, no.
All right. Lawrence Schmidtz Jr.
Ready, Your Honor.
Come on up, Mr. Schmidtz.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Schmidtz, who's approaching.
That's a fun name to say.
Sir,
Sometimes
could
it
you,
can get confusing.
I can command.
your fun name for the record, please?
Yeah, Lawrence Schmidtz.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment today. This is the larceny matter will be adjourned, Your Honor. Also, the contributing to the delinquency of a minor, which was an issue. Mr. Lawrence and I have, or Mr. Schmidtz and I have been talking quite a bit on the phone. He has just recently, Avery Taylor came up to me this morning and said that the difficulties they're experiencing with their child going to his school, he's going to join the youth program.
Good.
With Mr. Taylor.
Is that the problem child? Brother, how old are you? 14. What's your name? Cameron? Come on up.
Avery took me aside and said, they have big plans for this year. Your Honor, we're looking at.
Keep it on, it's easier, just keep it on.
We're looking at August 12th.
No, that's with Judge Martin, because this is a minor contribution
Those gotta stay with me.
So it's gonna be either, I have July 22nd, is my next available. I haven't reached out to the English go farther. So.
You want to go beyond July 22nd?
Your Honor, could I go get my calendar?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I don't have, I have to go to the top end.
Well, he's just checking to see if July 22nd works for him, right?
Or do we need it later?
I'd like it a little bit later because I think it's going to be like.
Well, let's do this. Then. You two just have a seat for a minute. Okay. Let's take care of your other file. Then she can get with Angela while you go get your file.
Thank you.
Or your calendar. So you guys just give us a minute. Okay.
Then we have Miss Marks.
Miss Marks, come on up. Go ahead.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Babich, appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Marks. Ma'am, could you tell the judge your name for the record?
Teresa Marks.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, today's date time set for arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case. Your Honor, we do have an executed plea agreement. Ms. Marks would be pleading guilty to the charge of a checkpoint violation at the airport. It was a handgun. She is a registered owner. She is a licensed carrier. She's going to plead guilty to that charge with the understanding the matter would be taken under 771 for a period of 90 days. If she complies with all the court's wishes, the court will at that time entertain the fact of dismissing the charges, and she'll have the ability to get her firearm returned.
Thank you. Yeah. The cryo.
Your Honor, when you say crier, you'd have to specify.
Fair enough. All right. You pretty much covered everything. You've gone over your rights and options?
Yes.
Understood those?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
You're pleading guilty to the charge?
Yes.
Freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay. May 23, 2024, you were at Metro Airport?
Yes.
At a checkpoint?
Yes.
And while you were there, did you have something in your possession that you were not qualified or authorized to have there?
Yes.
And that was?
My firearm.
Satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. What should I know about Miss Marks?
Again, Your Honor, no criminal history, nothing of that nature, just a little casual with our weapons. But otherwise.
Okay. Ma'am, is there anything you want me to know? Anything you want me to consider before I sentence?
No.
All right. I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Can you pay that today or you need some options?
4.
You need some options.
I need options.
Okay. I'm going to send you downstairs and it looks like you owe some money on a traffic ticket too.
Oh.
From 2022. You know about that one? Failed to display valid license from Romulus. Okay. Well, I'm going to send you downstairs to get options on this $500. They can pull that up in the computer and tell you where the ticket was issued, what you were driving, all that kind of stuff to trigger your memory.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully we'll have a plan on both files before you leave.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Oh, she's got it. Talk to Angel. Thanks. You're going to get your calendar, Mr. Bowditch, right?
Beg your pardon?
Calendar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Like that fasting is still working, Judge?
Working for me.
No, it's for everybody. I know.
Yeah.
Get a good rotation for you. I try to do it.
If you want to, seriously, if you want to do it,
Yeah.
buy the book. It's like a $15 Amazon purchase.
All right.
It's Fast, Feast, and Repeat.
Okay.
It's a real quick read. She basically tells you how to get started.
Okay.
And then once you've done her initial, and I think if I remember it was an initial 28 days.
Right.
And then after that, it's like, do it however you want to.
Right. Okay.
So like I'm all over the board. I'll do like 16 hours, 18 hours. And then once or twice a week, I'll try to go like 24, 36.
Okay.
And then every blue moon, I'll do 72. My buddy Ron Lowe, He's like clockwork, 4 to 8, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. pretty much every day. That's his window to eat. Other than that, so there are a lot of ways to do it, but you got to get through that initial stage. And I referred that book to a number of people. Yeah, yeah. And the nice thing about it is it's set up in chapters. So if the only reason you're interested is weight loss, you go to that chapter and see what's going on. If you're worried about how you can help manage your diabetes with it, you go to that chapter. If you just want to know what, but you know, if you just want to know what's the science behind it, why is it supposed to work for anything, you go to that. It's just a well done book.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate that.
Probably will be. Yeah, on the side. Boy, that's. Yeah, because I didn't ask her if she was living with mom and dad. Mom and dad are first. Oh.
You got it. No. That's last.
Well, that-
You gave me.
Oh, because it's German.
Oh, it's gonna be August 19th.
Okay, okay, all right. Your name again?
Cameron Schmidtz.
Cameron
Schmidtz.
All right. So Cameron, where are you supposed to go to school at?
Owen.
Owen, you don't even know the name of your school?
No. Yeah, he forgets it all the time.
Okay.
I forget everything.
All right. You're 14? Okay. What do you want to be doing when you're 24 or 25? You don't dream of anything?
Not really.
You know, some kids want to be firefighters or astronauts or pilots. You've never had a dream like that?
Too boring. Too boring.
Too boring. All that stuff is too boring? I think being an airline pilot would be pretty cool. Okay.
He's been through a lot.
Okay. Is he counseling?
I'm trying to find some. I can't find some that have any appointments soon.
Yeah, it's a problem. That's been a problem since COVID.
Like everybody's like almost a year out and he needs help.
A year?
Yeah, like 5 months to a year.
All right. Have you talked to Mr. Taylor about that?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out.
Okay.
Your Honor, thank God for this court, Mr. Taylor. I don't know what this thing would do.
All right. All right.
I'm hoping, Your Honor, for some sort of review in August, and I'm hoping that it'll make courts table that.
Yeah, well, hopefully if we can get him started in the program, we'll at least get tapped into some resources.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
I just want to get help.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Dad? You know, I can talk about this all day long. About the fact that we just don't have enough resources being allocated for mental health in this country, specifically this state.
It's been a grind.
You, you got to talk about it because you're living it. You got to talk about it. You know, your elected officials. You know, you got to find out who your state senator is. You got to find out who your state rep is. And you got to, like on a weekly basis, call them and say, hey, this is your friendly neighborhood NAG. What are you doing about mental health problems in the state?
Yeah, they're gonna get tired of me now that I know.
Well, that's good because squeaky wheels get greased.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you call and shout and yell. I'm saying you politely say, look, do you understand how bad it is out there for a parent? You know, I just heard this all day on all morning on the drive this morning, because you know that whole thing out at the water thing where the guy shot 9 people.
Yeah.
That's all a mental health thing.
Yep, absolutely.
It's all a mental health thing. They're not going to get anywhere with that, but
I'll take that case.
yeah, but it's all mental health, right? And I can almost guarantee, I don't know anything that you don't know because I don't have any inside scoop, but I can almost guarantee at some point in that guy's life, when he was 14 or 15, probably mom was trying to find some help, right?
Absolutely. So difficult.
No, but everybody wants to talk about guns.
No, that's not the issue.
It ain't the guns, it's the mental health issues, right? But that's just not sexy to talk about.
No, it should be though.
Well, and here's why. And I love it. The guy that I was listening to on the radio says, you know, everybody's willing to call somebody out and say, hey, dude, you're not taking care of yourself. You're gonna have a heart attack. You got to go see a doctor. They're willing to do that, but they're not willing to sit the same guy down and say, dude, I will drive you to the counseling center because guess what? Where's the counseling center? 6 months down the road?
Yeah. I think the quickest I got was 4 or 5 months. The soonest.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And I've never been in your shoes. All right. So I imagine this would help me because I can sense your frustration and your fear, right? I think it would make you feel better if you sat down and sent a long, heartfelt, polite email to your state senator and said, I don't know if you understand how bad it is out there for parents, and you'll reference that shooting. I don't know if you know how bad it is for parents that have a child that is having difficulty, needs help. I know he needs help. The schools have probably determined he needs help. I don't have any place to take him because I'm being told 6 months to get an intake appointment.
Yeah. I mean, in 2019, my oldest son, his brother, was murdered. The guy was let out. 3 times he was charged with murder. And he was let out the 3rd time and then killed my son. And then shortly after that, in 2023, his mom got arrested for domestic violence against him.
Yeah.
So it's compounding against.
But you shouldn't have to wait 6 months to get him a counselor.
Exactly. That's those things.
So
we need to
seriously,
talk about quickly.
draft a nice, respectful, informative email, send it to your state senator, send it to your state rep, put your phone number in there. I'll talk about anybody about these issues because we've got to make things better.
Absolutely.
You know, it's absolutely criminal, I think, to say we're going to hold parents responsible if there's nothing for the parent to do.
Yeah.
And I've been on this job for a long time. I can't tell you how many times I've had a parent stand right where you're standing telling me the same thing. I want to get my child help, but I don't know where to go. I can't find any help.
I'm trying to get him help for his learning disabilities and finding people for that. Hopefully Avery's gonna help.
Right. Well, good luck. But seriously, send some emails.
Yeah.
Get their phone numbers. Because,
I didn't know
you know,
could
look,
contact them directly.
I'm not usually as generous with the comment I'm going to make about politicians in general. But we don't know what we don't know. Okay? So if your state senator or your state rep doesn't know how bad things are out there in the mental health world, you got a chance to show them.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Now it's up to them if they do anything with it.
Right.
But at least once you educate them a little bit, now you can hold them accountable. Now you can email them or call their office on a regular basis and say, what's going on? What are you doing? What have you sponsored? What bills have you sponsored to help my son and people like our situation?
And that's releasable by Freedom of Information Act, right?
You're not asking them for information, you're giving them information.
Oh, okay.
Right? When you're asking information, then you're asking through the Freedom of Information Act, right? But right now, you're just educating them. It's like, look, here's my family situation, and there's no place to go. All right? Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. All right, Cameron, we'll see you again on the program. Roger Jones.
Ready, Your Honor.
Come on up.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Mr. Jones, step up, please.
Counsel, your appearance, please.
Yes, good morning again, Your Honor. For the record, Stephen Moss, on behalf of the defendant, Roger Jones, who is standing to my left. Identify yourself for the court.
Roger Jones.
Thank you. Your Honor, you do have a motion from the people whereby the original charge of operating while intoxicated will be dismissed, and Mr. Jones is prepared to plead guilty to the lower offense, the added offense, I should say, of operating while visibly impaired.
All right. All right, Mr. Jones, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Moss?
Yes.
You understand those rights and options?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to that added charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, would you voir dire to give me the facts I need from a March 15th incident date?
Absolutely. Mr. Jones, on March 15, 2014, were you in the township of Van Buren in the county of Oakley?
Yes, sir.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Had you consumed alcohol prior to operating your motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
I mean, for purposes of the record, I do stipulate to the blood alcohol level on the intoxilizer as 0.13. As well as a preliminary breath test at 0.10.
Okay.
Mr. Jones, after consuming the alcohol, do you believe that your operation of that vehicle was impaired by the alcohol?
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing further, Judge.
Are you satisfied, Ms. Ross?
I'm satisfied. Factual basis has been established.
So am I. I'll accept the plea to the added charge, dismiss the original charge. Sir, I'm going to send you downstairs to our probation department to schedule to come back for 2 different dates. One will be your pre-sentence investigative interview with a probation officer. The second will be the sentencing date when the 3 of us are going to get together again. The 3 of us will have received a copy of the report from the probation office and the recommendation of sentencing. Then we'll have a discussion about anything you guys want to talk about and those recommendations. Clear? Questions?
No, sir.
Bond is continued. You fellows have a good day.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Same here. Mr. Hadley, are you ready on Swope?
Yes, we are.
Did I say it right?
Yes. You're good. Morning, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Troy Swope.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. And straight up plea under advisement? Delayed
That
sentence?
is correct, Your Honor. We'll be taking 6 months agreed upon delayed sentencing to the disorderly person.
All right. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood all those?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes. Yeah, guilty.
Would you voir dire, Mr. Hadley? Incident date, April 15th.
The day, I apologize, Your Honor.
April 15th, this year.
On April 15th of 2024, were you at the Detroit Metropolitan Airport?
Yes.
And at some point, did you behave in a manner that caused other people to divert their attention from what they were doing to what you were doing?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, Your Honor, I think we have satisfied the elements.
Yeah, I am too. I'll accept the plea. And what should I know about Mr. Swope before I sentence?
Your Honor, that was what the little back and forth was between myself and Mr. Swope, but was essentially discussed in no contest plea. Mr. Swope is diagnosed with, I believe we said it was
bipolar schizophrenia, or yeah.
It's a and essentially the day at the time he was basically at the airport. His father works for the airline, was having some struggles getting a buddy pass printed out, wasn't on his meds. And yeah, are you wrong meds? Or?
Yeah, I just sometimes I forget to take my meds, and that day I wasn't on my meds. And since then, I went to a mental facility,
which
where
I
at?
have. I went to the Samaritan Behavioral Center.
Okay.
And you did bring documentation of that as well.
How long were you in there?
I was there for 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
And reports back positive now. I mean, he said he's been feeling well, has had no issues. So again,
Gotta stay on those meds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for those reasons, is we initially started with the as charged, and after discussing this with Mr. Minna, that's how we came to this agreement, which was he understood, the man who was at the airport that day isn't the man that we normally see walking around.
Okay, okay. All right. Are you working too?
Yeah, I am working.
Where do you work?
I work for Arbor Valley Landscaping.
How long you been with the company?
I've been with them a little over a year.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably pretty busy this time of year.
Yeah, busy.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No, just with the mental thing, like, I apologize for my outburst, of course, but yeah, it's just a mental thing. It's just a challenge with myself. I'm working on just figuring things out about myself.
Right,
So,
right. Well, aren't we all?
yeah.
And also positively speaking, Your Honor, factually, this was all verbal. And Mr. Min and I pulled the report just to make sure there was no
Physical stuff.
no physical assault, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was just verbal.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed amount of $300. Can you pay that
thank you.
today?
Yeah, I can set up a payment plan today.
Go on down and talk about your options.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So what are we gonna do? Send him a notice for our, I guess?
Yeah. We never settled it. It wasn't on our docket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check our list.
Thank you, Joe. Shit, on June 5th, he called in here to talk about his warrant, but he never mentioned it to us today.
He probably thought he was handling
Yep.
it. I mean,
Yeah, I think if you
because
can,
even Mena didn't address it.
put it in there, we need to send him a notice for an arraignment pretrial. Because that's not part of everything he thinks is gonna be dismissed, I don't think.
Right, it's just, yeah, right. Because Mena didn't discuss it with him either, so, because it wasn't on the docket, so.
Spaceballs 2 is going to be made and produced by Mel Brooks. He's got to be 100 years old.
He has to be. That's an old. John Candy was young in that, wasn't he? You seen, you ever heard the movie or the books of June?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tried to read the book really.
Yeah, way back one.
Well, I tried recently, probably like within last year, I tried to read that. It just, too many names, too many words, too many. So then, or galaxies and stuff, so then I just watched it recently. And I've never been able to read that book. Because
Did you watch the old one or the new version? Because there's a new version. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a. I bet it's 20 years ago. The movie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we don't have to put this on the record. It's all civil infraction.
Yeah. Nice seeing you again, Judge.
Same here. How you been?
Congratulations on your new days.
Thank you. Thank you. You keeping busy?
Other than 3 heart surgeries.
Really?
But I'm doing better.
You're looking good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Good day.
Good.
How many,
How much time you need?
2 weeks. Will be fine.
okay, yep, I'll put it in.
Have a blessed day, everybody.
Thank you. You too.
You as well. I thought you were gonna check our.
Oh, sure. Mr. Hammad,
Yes, ma'am.
the defendant has already posted the $230.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be paid and closed.
Okay.
I'll change it to double parking and it'll be changed to closed.
Thank you.
You wanna do the ones that are here or not here?
Whatever works easier for you.
Doesn't matter.
Then we'll do the here's.
Okay.
Asher.
Here.
Yep. Battle.
Yep.
Bonin.
Bottom. Yep.
Bullock.
Yep.
Kadzo.
Kadzo was here, yep.
Cole.
Yep.
Davis.
Yep.
Elliott.
Yep.
Easley.
Elsie. Yep.
Elsie. Gage.
Gauze. G-A-U-C-S-E.
Yeah.
Yep. Glaster.
Glaster. Harper.
Yep. Harris bet.
Harris. Iverson.
Yep.
Jones. Kadio.
Coyote. Yep.
Coyote. Lazette.
Yep.
Lingle.
Yep.
Lopez.
Lopez, yeah.
Maddox.
Yep.
Marks.
Yep.
Matta.
Yep. Muhammad. Mahmood, how'd you go from M to H? You mean Muhammad?
Yeah, Muhammad.
Okay. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's get counsel out here and we'll get back to it.
We didn't do that. Is that in here, you said?
He said he's here.
Oh, is that-
Counsel, your appearance on David Pumphrey, is that right, Pumphrey?
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Parker,
Good morning.
P3603L, on behalf of the defendant. Aren't they feeding you anymore, Your Honor?
No.
You're looking very slim to me.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we got a plea?
Yes, we've pre-tried it and we agreed to plea to the reduced charge of operating
All
while
right.
impaired.
Mr. Pumphrey, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Barker?
Yes.
You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that added charge today?
Yes, sir.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Counsel, would you voir dire incident date of March 26th?
On March 26th, when you were operating a vehicle in Van Buren Township?
Yes.
Before that, you operated the vehicle, had you had imbibed some alcoholic beverages? Okay. Did those drinking those alcoholic beverages affect your ordinary good ability to drive to the point that would be visible to an officer?
Yes.
Okay, and there was a minor fender bender involved?
True. Yes.
You satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll accept your plea, sir, to the added charge. I'll dismiss the original charge. I'm going to send you downstairs to talk to our probation people. They're going to set you up for an interview with a probation officer. Based on that interview, the probation officer is going to prepare a report and recommendation for sentencing. They'll also tell you the sentencing date today, and you can ask them input on that, counsel.
That's right.
So when you come back for that sentencing date, the three of us will have a discussion. We'll all have seen that report and recommendations. We'll talk about what's in that report and those recommendations. We'll talk about anything else you fellows want me to hear about, and then I'm going to decide what the sentencing should be. Understood? In the meantime, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. First condition is the obvious one, stay out of trouble. Second one is pretty obvious too. Cooperate with probation, show up for your probation interview, show up for your sentencing so we can get you towards that sentencing moment.
Yep.
And the third thing is do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription.
Any what? Sorry.
Do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription.
Okay.
Can you abide by those rules?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up on bond?
I do.
Any questions?
Sir.
Counsel, we miss anything?
Okay.
Have a good day. Good to
May I
see you.
approach for a moment?
Sure.
Diet shake.
Yeah. Just a minute or two. Just. No, especially based on his religion. To allow him to talk to her, you guys go, I want to work something out on there. Yes, I know. And when I forward, no. Because when sure you are. She wanted to get up and watch the TV, so water on and watch sleeping with a glass. But she thinks she cured her physical thing. And I almost did it. Like we don't work like that. Yeah. Not as easy as working with people having each other on the board. Doesn't taste like that. It's not one of the joke show actually like that.
One of my first ones.
This doesn't taste like
It's like they are well-meaning people. Most of them, they're well-meaning, and because of that, they think if you don't agree with them, you must not be a good person. Because I'm a good person, you don't agree with me, they gotta be bad. Where's the conservatives? Since I believe people agree, but it has to be some kind of something. Like you said, you know, you form your organization. I get one like, that.
I can't believe that.
There's a way to break that. You just don't do that. You know, but you say something to them. Okay, now I'm offended, now I'm being sexual harassed. So interesting. She said there's a real parent. She was really telling me how she saw this parents harassed her. And such a thing. What can we do about it? Don't realize this. Well, we'll break it. Can't go. This will be, you know. And there's a place people call it a blue sky, I'm not sure, but that's cool. Sit next to me, try to find this stuff on the computer.
That's great.
And it just, so, yes. They don't want they were in training. He gets into tonight. What did he praise? It was great. That some kids, it's the Deluxe. Who was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, try sending it right now. And I'm like, there's something in there. It's just like they're lost something here. We can't figure out what it is. So he'll send it to my wife. My wife will send it. My comment, his dad is. I'm not taking I'm not even, unfortunately, even the key to guys. I've got to have all those programs I dictate to. And then, very careful. You know, sure, I sure. Dave, when he has a phone, doesn't see them. So I'll be typing, okay, and of course, should. What do you want me? Can I say no? Maybe my maybe sometime we can catch a lunch.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nicholas Stewart.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Stewart, who is approaching. Sir, could you tell the judge your name for the record, please?
Nicholas Stewart.
Thank you, sir. Your Honor, today is date and time set for a pre-trial in this matter. I've met with Mr. Stewart and the prosecution. We have an executed plea agreement. Mr. Stewart wishes for no contest, excuse me, to the charge of retail fraud, possible civil litigation, Your Honor, with the understanding two things. Number one, there is restitution of $220.82, and he must be fingerprinted at Van Buren. We've made all those matters clear. He agrees to those, and I talked to Ms. Manarino. She said you could use probably the citation for factual.
Okay, okay. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, yes, sir.
Understood those rights and options?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, sir.
All right, you understand, sir, that when you say no contest to me, you're literally saying, Judge, I'm not fighting that charge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if I find a factual basis, there's a pretty involved complaint in the file. If I can find a factual basis that supports the plea, then we're going to move on to sentencing. You understand
Yes,
all
sir.
that? And understanding all of that, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, I am, sir.
All right, give me just a minute to look at this. I do find a factual basis to accept the plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, what should I know about Mr. Stewart's situation before I sentence?
Your Honor, mistake, he was accompanied by another person. I think it was I don't know if he was influenced or not, but.
Okay. Are you working, sir?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Dex Tech Fastening Technologies in Dexter.
How long?
Say 4 months now.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to consider before I sentence?
I'm straightening up.
Okay.
I've been messed up most of my life. It was just one mistake within a long life mistake. But it's been 7 years since, so I am on the right path.
7 years since your last involvement with the police?
Yes, period.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'm going to order you to go to Van Buren Township for prints. Can you do that by 3 p.m. today?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I leave it.
All right. Anything else I should consider?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. All right. I will, I'm not going to put you on probation. I'm just going to do fines and costs in the print order. So fines and costs total $570.82. That includes the $220.82 for the store. I'm assuming you don't have all that today?
No, sir.
Go downstairs and talk about options with them.
Okay.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 220.82. Lamar, is it Gauze?
Yes, sir.
Gauzy, how do you say it?
Goals.
All right, Mr. Gauze. Oh, Mr. Hadley's your attorney. Let's wait for Mr. Hadley. Mr. Barker, just relax. You have a divorce. Since I divorced work, Steve Robinson got to my firm. So it's easily for easily. Well, he was just crying about how bad the divorce was now. So is it so much different than they were? He said he's got one. He said, I wouldn't have taken the case, but the grandmother called and begged me to take the case. Grandma only had $1,000. So I filed my appearance, got her out of jail with a bond argument. She went right out and did the same stuff, got arrested again. And now she burned up my phone 4 or 5 calls a day from the jail because she wants me to file a motion to get her out of jail. And I won't do it. He said, what do I tell the judge? I stand in front of the judge trying to get her out of the personal file. When she did what she did, they got her off the first time. I'm like, yeah, nobody's accountable for their own behavior. Everything's somebody else's fault. He said, I didn't even recognize you. Not enough to not recognize you. My hair is super short. Yeah, you can really see my tan because she took off my sideburns. Yeah, I gotta start walking around like this. Always put my face to the sun. How did you spend your day off yesterday? You know what I did? Oh, 5 dump trailers full of fire. My neighbor
great Scott. So John bought this great place on Lamar Harris. Taking lots of trees down, right? So I've been called lots of people out there, but I this year. So I saw John called a couple weeks ago. I said, "You still want wood, don't you?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Well, I gotta get some of this stuff out of here. So we set it up for yesterday. I said, "Let me make sure I get them." Down let me use the trailer. My truck. So I asked Brad, I said, "Are you?" Paul, we started, he showed up at my house yesterday. 5:30. We got 5 years old. So it's like worse than 34. I said, I don't know what happened. You should see my driveway. I got
Are you ready on Lamar Gau?
We are, Your Honor.
Come on out, Mr. Gauss, or come back up, I should say. We had him started up here before I realized your name was on the file.
No problem. Mr. Gauss probably could have gotten that one handled, but I think, yeah, thank you for waiting for me. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Lamar Gauss, please state your name.
Lamar Gau.
Your Honor, we'll waive the formal reading. Would like to avail ourselves of the plea offer as presented.
I'm going to suggest a friendly amendment.
Sure. What do you?
I hate to do the double parking just so we have another file to charge money on.
That's what Mr. Mena had mentioned.
Yeah.
So rolling it into one.
Yeah. So what I want to do is, to you, it's not going to make a difference at all.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take a plea to allow an unlicensed driver to operate. I'm going to dismiss all 3 of the original charges. I'm going to hit you $250 harder than I normally would on the first file, but my clerks don't have to process a second file just so we can assess those $250 fines.
Yes.
It makes
Understood?
life easier for you to, yeah. That we only pay on the one file.
Yeah, literally, it's no different to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So did you go over your rights and options with counsel?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand those?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge of allowing licensed driver to operate?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you in fact pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to that added charge today?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Gauze, did you drive a vehicle at or near the airport on May 28, 2024?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss all 3 of the original charges. And what's the status of your license now, sir?
I'm in the process of getting.
How close are you?
It's been a little financially hard.
Yep.
So
you owe other courts for tickets?
Yes, Allen Park.
Allen Park, how much you owe them?
500.
Okay, they got you on a payment plan, or what's the deal?
I just set up a payment plan.
Okay, so what's your time frame? When do you think you're gonna have your license back?
Within the next 3 months, I can be able to have everything paid.
Okay, okay. Are you working?
I just started back working.
Where at?
I'm working with a landscape.
Okay, okay. Anything else you want me to consider?
No, sir.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay you $500 to get your license straight. I'm gonna sentence you to $750 fines and costs. Or $250 and a valid driver's license within 90 days. You understand that? I got to get the $250 because that was part of the deal you made with prosecutor.
Yes, sir.
But the $500 that I would normally charge on this file,
Okay,
I'll waive that if you get your license.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
So I'm going to pay you $500 to get that.
I understand.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Now, what I really like is if you can get Allen Park paid off sooner and get your license quicker, we can close the file before 90 days or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That would be good for you too.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, then.
So I'm going to send you downstairs because I'm assuming you don't have $250 on you today.
No, sir.
I'm going to send you downstairs to get something set up on that. Get a payment plan. Just get you're going to get a payment plan on the full $750 with the idea that when you get $250 paid, there you go.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that'll do it.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Good luck with that one part, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Mr. Lopez, come on up.
And, Your Honor, I'm gonna be-
Interpreter?
Yep. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Guillermo Lopez. We will be using the services of our interpreter today, who will be putting her name on the record as well. Can you please state your name and state to the court that you are able to translate fluently from Spanish to English and English to Spanish?
Hi, my name is Misty and I'm gonna translate for my husband.
What's your,
Misty?
oh, so, all right, so your name is Mrs. Lopez?
Yes.
Okay, all right, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between English and Spanish and English so that we can all discuss these matters today?
Yes, I do.
All right, let your husband know. I don't want him to think we just talked about him. So you let him know what you just said.
So explain to him.
Dice que le tengo que decir que puedo traducir de inglés a español y que está.
De acuerdo.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, I do.
There we go.
Entiendo. All right, all right. Sir, I understand. No, scratch that. Did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Hadley?
Que si le dijiste lo que había pasado al abogado.
Sí.
And did you understand those rights and options?
Y entendiste todo lo que él te explicó.
Yes.
Do you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
Y entendiste los cargos que tienes que pagar.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the added charge today?
Y te aceptas culpable de que cometiste.
Yes.
If that's the unlicensed driver.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Sir, did you drive a vehicle at or near Metro Airport on May 30th?
Manejaste el vehículo en el aeropuerto.
Yes.
At that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
Y tu licencia estaba suspendida.
Yes. Bueno, se puede decir que yo no sabía que estaba suspendida en ese momento. Dile eso, yo no sabía que estaba.
He didn't know it was suspended, but yes, he was driving.
Yeah, yeah. So you didn't know until the officer told you?
No sabías hasta que te dijo el oficial.
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay, all right. And I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss all three of the original charges.
Que va a aceptar ese cargo y que va a descargar los otros.
Okay.
What's the status of your license now?
¿Y qué pasó con tu licencia?
Dile que el oficial me la quitó y ya no me la regresó.
The officer took it physically from him and he doesn't understand what happened.
And I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. So we did look up Guillermo's name to find out if there's any other outstanding issues. There's nothing out of 36 where we thought there may have been. It looks like there was some default civil infractions out of 25th District in Lincoln Park, but we were unable to find anything that would be preventing him from getting his license back.
Right.
I've instructed him to go to the Secretary of State directly to get a full master driving record to find out what was the basis.
Right. We're gonna see if we can tell you.
You can tell them trying to find out why his license is suspended.
Van a buscar por qué te quitaron la licencia.
Because the most important thing we were saying, the judge doesn't want him to get in no trouble.
Y luego coméntale lo que te dije de que supuestamente me ha dicho el oficial que lo tenía suspendida en febrero y en mayo me pararon, pero el oficial no me dijo nada que la tenía suspendida.
Sí, ya están buscando toda la información. Ahí va a aparecer todo.
Porque se me hace bien raro, si se me da en febrero, pero me ha dicho el oficial en mayo, me ha dicho la tiene suspendida, tienes orden de arresto, pero no me dijo nada.
Es que ya te explico que en Detroit les vale, que por eso se te vieran para en otra ciudad.
They're just trying to figure out so we can help.
Mr. Hadley.
Yes, sir.
Since they changed these things, I have trouble trying to figure out. I see he's suspended. Well, it says he's suspended. It says he's suspended down there, but I can't figure out what it's for. They changed the format. It doesn't make any sense to me.
So it's out of here.
Do you know what you got a ticket in Dearborn? Do you know what it was for?
Que si sabes cuál ticket tienes en Dearborn, no te habla el juez.
No, no sé.
He doesn't know.
What I'm seeing there then, Mr. Hadley, is he needs to go to Dearborn and find out what the
Agreed.
problem is.
So,
He can't keep that, Mr. Hadley.
oh,
No,
I
no, that, no, that.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody else wrote on this.
Just tell him to go
I'll
to
write it down
Dearborn.
for them.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous to me that I can't give him a copy of his own record.
Well, and
No, I know.
Sorry for marking that up. No, and I forgot that as well, but it does create this obstacle that we're running into in some of the courts where, yeah, people are attempting to seek clearance and it is kind of difficult with
right.
the driving record. So what we're gonna do, I'll explain to them when we get out, to have them contact 19th District. Your Honor, I think that may be the missing link into figuring out what he needs to do to get this back. From my reading of that, it looks like it's a default that caused that to happen.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. I've accepted your plea. Are you working?
¿Estás trabajando?
Yes.
Where?
¿Dónde?
En una compañía de landscaping.
Landscaping company.
How long have you been with the company?
¿Cuánto tiempo llevas ahí?
Ahí llevo apenas un mes.
1 month.
Okay. Where'd you work before that?
¿Y dónde trabajabas antes?
Antes en la Grey Oaks, en otra compañía de landscaping.
On a different company, but the same.
Landscaping.
Landscaping,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right. Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you?
Algo que le quieras decir.
No.
Okay. Mr. Hadley, anything?
Your Honor, again, just that this is an individual who, when stopped, was unaware. We're not making an excuse, but just didn't realize that he was breaking the law at the time.
Yeah.
I think he's taken all the right steps now to get these, his family to get this situation addressed, so we're not repeating.
Que vas a hacer las cosas correctas.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. All right. Dismissed 3 original charge. On this file, $400 total fines and costs.
¿Qué dice?
Que vas a pagar $400.
Okay, yes.
Can you pay that today?
¿La vas a pagar hoy?
Dile que no tengo dinero para pagarlo, pero que si lo pagos.
He's gonna do a payment plan, but he's
All
gonna
right.
pay the full amount.
That's fine. I'm going to send you downstairs to work that all out downstairs, and you stick with him for the interpretation.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That's the safe ride home as well. You guys are all set. Have a good day.
Can we get back on the no-show list? So we left off with Muhammad was here.
Now we're down to Nielsen with a I. Yeah, Nielsen.
Yeah, Nielsen's here. Carrie Nielsen's here. Yep. Yep.
All right. Down to Pumphrey.
Here. Yep.
Robinson.
Yep. Schmidtz.
Smith.
Yep.
Stafford.
Yep.
Stevens.
Yep.
Stewart.
Yep. Swope. Chelikov.
No.
Church.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Nope.
Timpf.
Nope.
Valentine was here.
Yes.
Wade.
Nope.
Watkins.
Nope.
Wilson.
Yes.
Was here.
Thank you.
Wood or Young.
No.
All right. And is there anybody else out there?
I think we have.
The bottom is the 11 o'clock. We just have to wait. They're asking that we give 15 minutes unless you want to do the whole 30, but they don't plan on the big.
On bottom?
It was the best trial of 11.
I'll wait. Is that Angela? That's why she's hovering out there. Okay. And then we got a wedding at noon. Right?
Yeah, a wedding, I think it is.
Yep. Thank you.
Just give a lunch set.
As if.
Sam Lloyd did a great job interpreting.
Yes.
Because a lot of times they want to answer.
Yes.
And
I would.
before the-
I always worry. I always worry when it's a spouse.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
She did great. She let him answer everything and ask him everything.
I wonder if she maybe does interpretations outside of just the husband. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did very good.
I mean, yeah, if you wouldn't have known she was the wife, you wouldn't have thought she wasn't a professional interpreter.
You know, Judge, your position, as I always use my position. This is our ministry.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
This isn't a job. This isn't the way to make money. This is a calling.
I have-
It is a ministry.
I have said that a number of times, that I think I was called to this, just like some of my pastor buddies have been called to that.
Absolutely.
Rashad Al Zamzami, I don't have the file, but Joe says they're not here.
That was a formal hearing that was Mr. Hamas.
Oh, that's the one. Yep, yep. I should have looked at the attorney's name. Yeah, and days like today, Jeff, make me happy to be here.
I couldn't be
Because
any more impressed.
I felt like I made a real difference in that lady's life.
Of course.
She walked out here today and probably for the first time in months, she might have had a little bit of hope.
You know,
that one was a basket case.
As I used to tell people, they're not the answer to my prayers, but I may be the answer to theirs.
Yeah.
She's sitting on her knees this morning, going to court saying, somebody please help me.
Yeah.
And you answer the call.
No,
And this business about Avery helping the neighbors with construction and stuff. I mean, you're setting the standard awful high for other judges.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, but we've got the mechanism to do it. You know what I mean?
You have the will to do it.
Well, yeah, you got to have that too, but it also helps that you've got some, you got that tool in the toolbox.
Look at some of your colleagues, who they don't even look up when they take a plea.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and here's the other thing. You know Steve Parker, the attorney.
Oh, yeah.
Been around forever. So he came up for a sidebar because he hasn't seen me in a while. And he said, he is. And he said, I don't know how you do it. He said, I used to think I'd like being a judge, but I don't know. He says, after the second or third time you see somebody after that, I don't know how you put up with it. Part of it's the fact that I've got a shitty memory, right? So, I mean, Paul used to do that all the time. They'd walk out and she said, you don't remember what he did last time he was here. I said, I don't have a clue what he did last time I was here. And I think that's a blessing. As much as my bad memory causes me problems, I tell people when I'm working on a project, I figure I got to allocate about 30% of my time to find the tool that I just sat down, right? or the thing I stuck in a safe place so I could find it when I need it. But it's actually a blessing in this job because I don't look at a guy and think about how disrespectful he was 3 months ago. I don't remember.
It wouldn't make any difference. It still
Yeah,
is.
maybe, I don't know. It is easier when you don't remember though.
But you know, it's nice to see someone, because now they're not afraid of judges.
Well, I hope not.
Until they go to, camp.
Yeah.
And then they're back in the rut of you set the bar awful high.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, it's true. The community appreciates you guys.
I hope they do. Heather, I got some more files here that Joe says are not here, but I don't have files. Or I should say I got names. Jacoby Go. Jacoby.
Jacoby Go.
Yeah.
You have the file?
I don't. I got the list. He's on my docket as a no-show, according to Joe.
It looks like it was dismissed before.
Okay. And how about Roger Jones?
Roger Jones, we pledged with Mr. Moss to adhere.
Okay. Let's slip through the cracks out there. And I've got 2 Lewises.
Both Lewis.
Yeah, I'm okay on those. Yeah, I'm okay on those.
You're okay with those?
Yeah. To McKinney. How about stamps? Freeman stamps.
Nothing. Do you have the file or no?
No.
Closed in, so the stop sign is an informal for July 10th.
How about Taylorkoff? Musso.
Musso was a pre-hearing that happened early this morning.
Thank you. I thought I saw that attorney. ready to go. Basket back to you. Send this down to Joe.
Yep.
The box.
Technical security.
Hey, is Joe out there?
He is.
Send him in, would you? Joe, you want to take these down to Mackenzie?
Yes, I will. The only person out there is the, bank file.
Thank you.
You know, she can get it. Yeah, but I'm not, it was.
What's going on, Angela? Wonderful.
It sounds like they're, yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, I saw that on the screen. Oh, okay. Yeah.
One witness.
That's what it sounded like, yeah. It looks 4 to 6 years.
Looks nice out.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no choice, and it's horrible. I hate wearing curly hair. Yeah. Because I have no choice.
Oh, man. You admit it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. Well, and then so I'm sweating, so my ends are curling as it is, so I have no choice. Even if I come to myself with a blow dryer, I'm like, I'm not, yeah, I can't do it. Well, it's too hot for that, but after. So,
I enjoy it when I'm sleeping with it. It's cold here after that furnace.
and then we have the Tempur-Pedic when we got it, because the Tempur-Pedic it cools off, it's like 10 degrees cooler. Okay. Yeah, why are you eating this super much? I know you're. Not that it really does, I mean, whenever I'm hot, you're just hot, yeah, right, but do you have any vacation? I'm going to Miami, I just booked it.
Why? My God.
My
Talk
best
about
friend
that.
is down there.
Talk about hot. Humid.
Yeah, my best friend was down there. Yeah, I know.
Meet her somewhere else.
Yeah, and she was like, so hot, she's like, I bought the black, she's like, that's so sweaty. Like, how long are you going for? Just a week. Good pricing or no? Yeah, fine. Because we,
Oh, how was your thing in the row?
we do it tonight.
Okay.
Tonight at 6. We're doing, some, you know, the summer where they try and tell you things. Oh, yeah. We get 2 flights plus 3 days stay at, Marriott. Oh. The suite. Yeah. So we have that tonight. Well, for my Savannah trip.
That's awesome.
For my Savannah trip, I got from, I think it's from Holiday Inn or, okay, for Hilton. Okay. Hilton, we're staying with them, and we have huge for our summer, we got 4 days, 3 nights with them. Oh. And then.
That's worth 2 hours of my time.
Yeah, for sure it is. And then now.
And we can listen to anything.
Yeah. And if you ain't got the money to buy it, right? And then, after we're done with that, I get $100 gift card, 30,000 points. Oh. And now I get a cruise, 3, 4, or 5 day cruise, and I just left it around, like, right, and we probably. Yeah, she goes well, then how is it different days? It's like, I don't know where you pour out of.
Oh, okay.
But you get to choose your thing, so that's what I said. Your flight will get us to the port.
Right. Wow. Cool.
I know back in the day, it was like, you never had time to do this, and now I'm like, bring it on. I get all kinds of time now.
Well, that's fun. Yeah.
Well, you know, the way food prices are, I'd sit to a 2-hour seminar for a meal for two at a decent restaurant.
Well, and at the embassy.
My parents have gone to a couple of those for like, you know, like
Financial
planning
advisor.
where like retired.
I've
people,
got in
and
the
they
last,
run, like steak dinner.
in the
I
last
know,
year,
yeah.
I probably received 2 or maybe even 3 of those
Mhm.
to Leonardo's.
Oh, yeah.
See, mine usually to Black Rock.
They did,
I've never even been to a Black Rock.
there was somewhere else too, I forget what it was.
I might go to a Black Rock.
I wonder if it's just because of where you're located and what they choose. We have a Black Rock in Woodhaven.
Oh,
And we
okay.
have Leonardo's here.
Yeah, I
So
think
it might
theirs
be-
was at, Aniano.
Mhm.
Oh, there's that one at like 7 in New York.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
much
so
it.
I think that, yes, I think that's where I was, where they were like, oh, I don't know whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is, there's just, you know, even if you think you got everything set,
Yeah.
you might hear something like,
Yeah.
I gotta look into that.
Right, right. Yeah, but they're like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then we're staying at the Embassy Suites, which has the free breakfast.
I thought that's what this was.
The Flintstone mug.
My
yeah.
parents got those from like, we got them when we were kids.
I inherited it from Paula. We
Yeah.
got it from Lisa.
I saw the.
Really? I didn't know that.
The
Yeah.
loan on the side. It looks familiar.
Paula's like, this comes with the desk.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a who.
Yeah, we definitely have those.
Mm.
I'll try it.
I have a,
Yeah, that might have been Lisa's when she was a kid.
yeah. I have a McDonald's Disney one.
Oh, yeah.
Must have been one of their anniversary years.
Mhm.
I remember Arby's used to do that.
Oh, really?
Or like Christmas mugs.
Cheyenne and the kids.
Oh, are they? Did Susie have things?
No, no.
Uh-huh.
Ron Moore actually thinks. Judge Lowe is an official storyteller.
Okay.
He's a member of the Storytellers Association.
Oh, all right.
Whatever it is.
Mhm.
So, we did it last year. Cheyenne said that she was willing to just take the project.
Okay, so then I assume Susie was up there with her. Oh, so it's for just on the kids.
Just the two. Yeah. So Ron had the idea of doing like trying to follow a story together about. Yeah, had a little man. Very it was kind of last minute thing, so we just had a person their shit stuff. So it was an old like big soup can, but it was all Russ's. And so I walked back, watered it up and shoved it in, so I put the can inside, so it didn't get wet.
Yeah.
In the intervening 2 weeks or whatever. So Ryan got into that so much, he started talking about how we make mushroom, right? So he could really explain what a fairy circle was. But so last time we were up, I bought these red balls on Amazon, these red balls, it's big around. Painted white dots on them. And we'll cut, you know, sticks, screwed the ball on top. And dug holes, buried the little mushroom in a circle around these concrete benches.
Pardon me, Angela, I got one here to see that's turning on way.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like,
Little bit, yeah.
Almost.
So. You're welcome.
So, find this water. Drops about that much, but
Yeah.
it's out of, it's our lot. It's just in a really picturesque spot. So Ron and I were talking about it, maybe that is benches out here. So I found these two concrete benches. Turns out to be it's a district court judge. Just I walked out like this, and I'm like, that's a, and I'd seen that name somewhere. That's where I saw her. But they were old, paint's peeling off. So I hauled around the house. Spent 2 hours leveled off the ground, putting like a gravel. We dug a big hole for gravel so we could set up the gravel. So we got the benches set up. So this year we went out, we put posts, a circle around the benches. And he's got this story all along. So I went this like this. Sure. And I went to find got to stop at the dollar store on the way up. I got a dollar store mile. It's, stupid kid stuff, $1.50 stuff. And a bunch of that came that earlier this morning. Every once in a while, they're almost like a pastry crepe. They're about that big around.
Yeah, Biscoff. I remember Biscoff, but yeah.
Pearl rolls or something
Yes,
like that.
they come in a tin.
Like tight thing, lid.
Yep.
So I put that in the fire and burned it. So we got $4 bills and some quarters, all the time.
Is the defendant here?
No. Can I waive his appearance? He thought this was the 26th.
Wow, all downstairs.
What do you think that was the 26th?
Thought it was the 26th, and he tried to contact me last night, but my phone went dead, my power went out, and I still don't have power.
July 29th.
Yes. 9 a.m. 8:30.
Hello. So what happened when we lost our phone yesterday?
We haven't sent him absolutely anything, and it is to.
That's what he said, no, I only get a paper, I received in court.
Oh, okay.
So I asked.
Okay, maybe I just misread
If
it.
he would have been here, he did try and contact me, and I said, my phone was dead. Maybe an hour
Oh, okay.
from the store.
Do you need one? No. All right.
Okay,
I will
okay.
mail this out to him.
So you came in yesterday and made 30 phone calls.
Yeah.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
All right,
it
all
saved
set?
it.
Yep,
Saved
you're
it.
done.
If she had a problem.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Yep, so thank you. Well, we couldn't email the jurors. Could we? Oh, we do. Yeah. Right, yeah. Well, then maybe somehow the notice has to say instead of phone call, it's like, we send an email to your address. Or we will, yeah. Well, and maybe what it should be is, if you don't get an email canceling it,
That clause is
Be
passed
there.
out there, it's only 11:30.
So that way, if they've changed their email, it's on now. Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we are ready on Bonham.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowden is appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Bond. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for bench trial in this matter. Defense ready to proceed.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angela Manning on behalf of the people. Your Honor, I did notify the complainant in writing with a letter after our last court date, notifying her of today's bench trial and further notifying her that if she did not appear at today's trial, the case would be dismissed. I did not receive any response from her, nor did she appear this morning.
Okay, case is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Just a reminder for Mr. Bonham, you got a case coming up July 17th. You know about that one. Okay, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.
You as well.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Jeff. Now we're just waiting on the wedding. Shut this down. Joe, if you would, kill the TV. Why didn't we set that wedding for 11:30?
If you said noon was good.
What's that got to do with anything?
Because we, you know, might have bench